stream did die. Refresh. There you go. Yeah, it seems that the internet gods don't want me to stream this today. Yeah, no, she's my net. Maybe I should give it like a couple minutes before I start. See if it's going to kill itself again. Was not expecting that. That's fine, Aura. I'm just hoping that my internet holds out. I don't want to fucking get cucked out of stuff. Maybe I can do a thing. Maybe. I'm going to mute for a second. We will see now if the internet will decide to stay up for a decent amount of time. We'll see. We'll just pray, you know. That's all we can do, right? But welcome everybody. Hoping the internet stays up long, because we got a trial to do. My phone keeps popping off. What does it want? It's only telling me that I can fucking do stuff on my phone with my stream. Yeah, no, I posted that the other day. I thought that was funny as shit. Also, we don't know yet. Phantom seems to be able to do stuff today, it seems, so we'll see. I did eat Blaze. I don't want to eat no more. I'm a full person. Ugh. I'm gonna Apollo Justice Ace Taxi Driver. I even forget where we left off in Apollo Justice. I've been more concerned about this. I don't remember what we did in Apollo Justice. Did we even finish it? Oh, I remember what we did. We are ready to go. Seems like the net is very kind. It's been like 3.5 minutes since I had to restart the stream. Let's see. Oh god, look at all these memories. Memories.
Before the trauma.
Yeah. Now we got after the trauma. Skills? I don't even know if I got anything new. And if I do, I can't equip because I think it needed 4. Oh no, we got everything. No wait. No, I mean, I'd rather just, yeah, whatever. Escape. Guess it doesn't hurt to go back and look at this shit, because honestly, I don't remember a lot. Victim explosion, victims unknown, they were ever dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which we could through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Which I have an idea what that was. Let me go back and check your question.
If he gave you $70, would you buy the Vanguard game on Switch?
Oh my god. No, I was thinking about getting it, if I'm being honest, but I wouldn't do that just for that. I would feel really guilty about that. It's bad enough I'm in this state. I did have plans on getting it though. At some point. Pardon. I need to get some tea. My throat is really bad. Upper half of the body remained on fire, extinguished. Right, because we established that it was after 7:30. Body was notably wearing long fake nails. Fenrir tattoo. Body, bomb. Sprinklers programmed every morning at 7:30. 7 a.m. Makoto wakes to the morning announcement. 7:30 a.m. Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall. 7:30 to 9, Makoto meets the others in the gym, and together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 a.m. Toko is told to find a pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body. The military knife, the tarp. Still... Chickens, I don't know why the chickens were decreased. It's fucking weird. Yaga say that
Someone wanted tendies. Come on, Sky.
Yeah, probably the plant. I can't blame it. The tendies and the nuggies are very real. Yaga is just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Yaku also stated that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night and none of them were alone at any point, which makes me a prime suspect. Corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen. For some reason, the coat was backwards. I don't know why. Body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Mukuro Ikusaba, female known as the Ultimate Soldier. She became obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years ago. Apparently every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on their body to represent their membership in the group.
Hello, Ride.
Hi, Ride. Apparently the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. Assumed that Mukuro Ikusaba was the 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something else she doesn't want anyone to see. Also, reminder. Let's see. It looks like it actually is a key. It's a tiny mirror. I think this is what they hit the person with, but it all leads to Kyoko, unfortunately. Along with the arrows, there was also a wadded up ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape had traces of blood on it. It's assumed that this is related to the case, but nobody can imagine. I don't even know how.
Neither do I.
Hi, Hunter.
Hello.
Hello.
How you feeling?
Refreshed.
Refreshed?
Yes.
Oh man, y'all not gonna feel that after this.
No.
Good thing I took a shower. That's like a shield.
A shield?
Yeah.
I thought I clicked this. I didn't. Kyoko's account. Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school. Sneak into the second floor of the dorms. This area seems to have no monitors or security cameras.
I'm still shocked there's even a second floor to the dorms. I thought that wasn't a thing. No, wait, there was a staircase in the dorms, but it never ever opened, did it?
No, it never opened.
I guess that's what it would be. Alright. Oh wait, you equip skills, right?
Yeah.
Let's
it's
begin
whatever
with
I
a
had.
basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you
I
can
forgot that this
figure
is a
out
very
who
nice
done
room
it,
now.
then only they will receive
Vibin',
punishment.
bro.
But
This
if
is-
you
aggressive.
pick the
It's
wrong
they're very
one,
aggressive colors.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
You're like
and the
drowning in
one
the
that
aggressiveness.
deceived everyone
Graphic
else
design
will
is my passion.
graduate.
That's
Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Hello?
Hero! Hello! Wake up! Wake up!
But
Wake up!
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
I think I'm already needing to drink.
Help me.
I fucking messaged String. I was like, oh no, I remember how Trial 5 opens up.
But she has legs and stuff.
She has legs and stuff! Oh, honey.
Well,
swear if
that's
this-
just because
I swear if this argument persists besides
it's like the
a bit.
latest evolution in ghost technology.
Hero, do you understand what you're saying right now?
Thank you, Yoshi. It's gonna be a long trial,
There's
folks.
a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay, thank
Listen,
God.
listen,
You
he's
didn't
an
run
ass,
out.
but that's a mood.
That is a mood right now.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
We don't have to! Stop encouraging this behavior!
Then
Well,
let's
there's
compare
a
seed
Kyoko's
of
traits
doubt there,
to
we
the
gotta-
traits of the dead body.
We gotta destroy the seed
Her
of doubt.
traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Piercing glare.
Well, it has to be the gloves.
Yeah.
Got
Because
it.
you can't really read a
I'm
glare
talking
and, you
about
know,
her
there's no
gloves.
face left on that.
They'll give
body.
us some
Yeah.
insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that
Here's
case,
some
I think
glare,
it would be
though.
helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Alright.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Hero. Honey. It is not a ghost.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that the corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move. Really? We have to... Can we just
See,
boot
that-
Hero off the island and just keep going? This...
No.
No. This is so stupid.
Well, we only... It's just for heroes.
This is an actual argument.
I hate this. That's a lot.
Fake nails. I'm gonna call it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire
Ah.
discussion is idiotic.
Thank you.
Okay. I think I know the answer.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been.
Okay, good.
Fucker.
Hey, good. You were thinking the same thing I was.
You can't wear them with those long-ass
No.
nails.
There's no
No.
way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails,
Those
remember?
things are huge.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Yeah, we're just mysterious creatures, Hero.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
Why are we humoring
These
this?
gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then
Exactly.
that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Are we
Which
dead?
should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yeah, no, I'm with Tagami on this.
Okay, so then, Who's the
Y'all, this
real
was a
victim?
5-minute argument.
First,
I
we need to
hate it.
figure that out.
This is gonna be a long fucking day if this is the first fucking thing I have to deal with.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Anyway,
For anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts. I have a feeling it's Mukuro Ikusaba. Just a hunch.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Okay, yeah, that would be.
And there's nothing else we can do, right?
The tattoo on the hand.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then
you have
who
a-
died?
yeah, I was gonna say, speed up.
The face was... And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify...
No, that's wrong.
No,
There
because
was
we
one
couldn't.
clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Hey, yo?
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Ah, woo!
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Hey, yo?
Alright.
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity
Alright.
of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Yeah?
Oh, really?
Oh, is-
You compare
So
a
just-
tattoo or other information have for the victim's identity should become clear. I want to see the Mukuro Ikusaba profile.
I got
Oh, well, didn't matter. I meant
the
the
Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
The Awu. The image that represents Fenrir is... It's an Awu!
That's not a word. Can't use that word. Oh, gee, I
Awu!
wonder
See,
what-
look, Awu!
Well, Woola.
Now I
It's a woola.
understand.
Awu!
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Warrior of Light!
The Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
And Sunship
A
minis?
wolf tattoo. And that means...
Hey, Chuck.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
Wow, Monokuma's actually confirming something. What the fuck?
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
So... I mean, but that still just has more questions than answers. Like, why are you still here?
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a true last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
I'm worried.
If I remember
Again.
correctly,
I
that
don't know.
other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
I'm getting nervous.
And
Hey,
who was she?
samesies.
Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
Yeah, but it still doesn't make sense why she wasn't going to the trials, though. There was a seat for her,
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy
and
headmaster.
as we've seen, Monokuma was waiting for everyone to come, including Kyoko, which we thought was dead.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
The only one that could was Kyoko. But I don't want to believe it's
Wait,
her.
no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Kid's gonna say me and Kyoko.
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Alright, we're still listed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Right,
you
you're
say
still
that?
it's a long story.
Oh
honey.
yeah, then again, fucking, we don't even know what happened that night either. I
No,
forgot
we
about
were
that.
like, we were under an immense sickness, and our memory is like filled with gaps, which is contradictory, but you know what I mean.
Allow
Lots of
me
gaps.
to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Right. Kyoko doesn't know anything that happened. 'Cause she was on the second floor of the dorm, whatever.
The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to
Surprisingly
say,
smart.
the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh,
That's a
but
lot of time.
what time did we find the body?
9 o'clock.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
This one.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
That's
For
11
me,
hours.
I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 and 9 a.m. and I don't have an alibi from 10 to 7:30. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I'll have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. I was assuming after the sprinklers went off, because half the body was still dry. So I'm gonna say the sprinklers is gonna be the bullet here.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Please!
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Okay, it would be the 7:30 bit.
We've
there you-
established
they
a
even
time
spelled
frame
it out
that
for
took
you.
place
Yeah.
somewhere between 10 o'clock at
I
night
just wanted
and
to know,
9
like,
o'clock
the best place to
And
put
Makoto
it.
doesn't have an alibi for...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No? What?
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock.
Thought that was it right here.
7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the
Huh.
time.
Well, that really fucked my brain up. There's something that
Hold on,
happens in
check-
the garden at the same time every morning, which is the sprinkler system.
Check the sprinklers thing again. Just to be sure.
Sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this time is impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. No, the fucking... Oh, I'm so stupid! The corpse itself!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock. Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
What? Get mad. Hold on. The upper half of the body remained on fire and has to be extinguished. Because this, the upper half was soaking wet while the bottom half remained dry.
Huh.
When did the murder take place? Not when was the body found?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Hi. I'm so quiet.
Oh! I'm stupid!
And 9 o'clock.
What's up?
I think I got the idea.
That's more than enough time.
Okay.
So Makoto, if you have
Hi,
any
bitches.
objections,
Sorry.
now would be the
Hey. How are you?
Oh yeah, no, I get it too.
It took
Place somewhere between 10 o'clock
No.
at night.
No, never mind.
Well, you got 2 options left.
This is so dumb! I don't know if I'm overthinking it or I'm just really stupid!
If it helps, I don't have any idea what other games I'm letting you on either. I only have one exact guess, and it wouldn't make
We've
sense.
established a time frame for the murder. It took place.
Well, obviously that's the fucking answer.
And 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Oh my god, I think I'm so stupid. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning, which is the fucking sprinkler system! Thinking back, the course was almost totally dry. Oh, were we saying it had to take... I think I get it now. I think I know what they're trying to get me to do.
Yeah.
Watch me be stupid, though.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Well, it's one or the other.
It took
Place somewhere between.
There! Fucking Christ!
Yeah, like it should have been 7:30 too.
The 7:30 one would have been it too because of the body!
The murder couldn't have happened
Oh my
anywhere near
God!
10 o'clock.
So much
It had to have
rage.
taken place way later.
I come into rage.
And what
you say that.
Well, you're gonna have a
Because
lot
of
of fun
the
recovering that
sprinklers in the garden.
HP.
It's not gonna happen.
The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before
I don't think she.
7:30,
I think she just wants it done.
then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Okay.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you
Oh, wait, she
saying
wasn't there.
only the mouth down south was wet?
No, she
Yeah,
got
she got-
exploded.
Dare you spew
Yeah, she got
such
boomed.
indecent-
She's our cartoon character for a moment.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
We wish
We're
we
gonna-
all did.
We're gonna fight her, aren't we?
You're totally wacko.
If you
God damn it.
really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
Alright.
Now we get to the part that we were trying to establish before.
Well, I mean, at least this is a good time to
Oh
refill your
no,
health.
no, no, no!
I admit nothing. I hate you. No. I don't know anything.
Remember, the gauge gives you infinite bullets for a brief
Are
time.
you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No. I
Has she
don't
used the
know
gauge to get all
anything.
yet?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I
should prove it.
Good job, Sky.
Fuck you, bitch!
Damn.
Knowing
Just
the gauge
remember
helps
what
you a
the
lot.
body was
Really
like
saves you.
after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
There we go! Fuck!
God.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sorry.
Ride post to the got.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
We doused her with the water.
Fuck.
while the body was
There's
still
more.
on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
There we go! That's what we wanted!
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Uh-oh. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe... See, I refuse to believe it too. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Is that a threat, or... Is that a threat?
Or a challenge?
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
The dead person we never...
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
But, listen, who else could it have been? And it can't be a suicide. I refuse to believe this was another suicide.
You're gonna do something like that back to back.
Oh. Was it Monokuma? Was Monokuma the one who killed his master? Is what's coming down to?
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now
You tell me that bear doesn't like to be
decide
controlled?
to blame me.
The bear controls himself now. He is the true entity.
Stop
Oh, no.
wasting time. Stop wasting energy.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Trick is gonna work.
I'm gonna lean towards more of the bad thing.
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Entirely.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Evidence, my dear boy.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is
Hey.
still insufficient.
Yo, hey now.
Okay, bitch. Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
I know you're still salty that we didn't tell you about Sakura's little thing, but... Honey, are we alright?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Uh-oh.
What are you?
Don't throw in the tarp. I'm gonna fucking cause a harm.
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Ah!
Interesting. I'm listening.
Don't throw the tarp down.
All it would take is covering the
No!
body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Shit.
No! Man, said, I really love being fucking crazy.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
Yeah, yes, she is.
So that completely destroys our alibi. Great.
Thanks, Makoto. You're
Now we're back to square one.
good friend. She is good friend. Good friend. Thank you.
In
Very
fact,
spiteful woman.
that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
You know, you do got a point on that one. For
But
the
I
bomb?
really do something.
Can the bomb get wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
What? Hey now.
Wow.
The claws are out.
I just, you know what? Fuck this bitch. She murdered him. Fuck her. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? No. But the body,
Wait. Something's not right.
it can't,
Where's the blood?
it can't touch the body, right? Because of the knife, right?
And what might that be?
But also,
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Talk about the body in the tarp.
that was a lot of body-related
By
things.
covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Why would it be
But
dirty?
the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on.
Remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Byako even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting blood on us.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, what? Hold on.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Yeah, like...
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they
Then why didn't
had,
they wash
they
both
would have
sides?
washed both sides. Just washing
Thank
the one
you.
side wouldn't hide anything.
I also think it's, you know what? I'll just go with what they're doing.
Yeah, true.
Because I just figured that the knife would elevate the tarp so it wouldn't touch the blood.
But even if so, the water pouring down on the tarp would
Oh,
push
yeah,
the tarp
it would've.
around the knife and it would have touched the blood.
That's true.
Yeah.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Hello?
Pardon?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
What the fuck does that mean?
I mean,
Okay,
If
no,
we
I
all
actually,
remember, the coat was on the other side of the victim.
yeah, it was on. Good point.
You
This
mean
could be going.
Someone
else's
covered the
blood?
body on purpose
Where
that
would
way.
they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Chicken!
That explains everything. Damn, man.
They killed a chimkin!
I can't fucking believe
Poor
they would
Chimkin.
do that.
Chimkin did not deserve that at all. The fuck.
No!
Poor Chimkin.
You
Oh,
gotta kill an animal not for that reason.
I got it!
Poor Chimkin.
Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
What's the content? Please.
Hawks out for that chicken who sacrificed
so
his
you're
life.
saying
Man,
someone killed a chicken? And
gotta-
then covered the body with its
gotta
blood?
honor the animals that give us the food, not be mean to it just because you want to cover something up that was
Man.
evil.
That's messed up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
That'd be weird, wouldn't it, Kyoko?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
That's true.
The ground was completely clean.
That's very true.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
Maybe the person died not to the stab wound. Maybe that was a ploy. Maybe it was when they got knocked in the back of the head with one of those arrows in Kyoko's locker that she had.
Yeah, wouldn't it be the first time that we've had a fake murder weapon?
When you discovered
Yeah.
the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
Hell no.
I think so.
Man, that finally got up the topic, huh? We're all finally talking about the coat that was worn backwards, huh?
Wait, no.
Sounds like you're very
The
angry
head
there,
was
Star.
through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Oh yeah, they weren't.
No,
Then that settles it.
because it was on top of the body.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up.
Someone covered it.
What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
I got bamboozled by it. Fuck me.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
What do you mean?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still,
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh, okay.
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Fuck, no, come on, no. God damn it, no.
Oh, Kyoko, we're gonna have a bout, aren't we?
Then he had
Come on.
plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
I did not realize they were actually gonna throw it. You took too long to get to the gym, therefore, justification for your accusation.
Yo.
That's
What do
fucked. I didn't expect that curveball.
I didn't expect her to do this either, but here we are.
Alright.
that's not.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I
She needs
must
to pass-
admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Okay. Man, you should have gone to the garden first.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand.
Well, what's her damage?
The damage is if she convicts me, she'll be walking away scot-free.
Nice.
What? Hold on!
Okay, well, I guess it's true. The bullet said so.
The bullet said so.
The bullets guy.
Murder took place before the sprinklers turned on. The suspect covered the body with a tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Later, when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket on the body. This jacket had previously been treated with blood. Thank you, Cheeseburger, for the follow. I appreciate it. It looked like the corpse had been wearing it.
Okay.
Sure. I'll go with it.
Well then,
I have to.
it looks like we're back to square one.
How much
Makoto's
time did we
alibi
spend
is
so
no
far?
good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Almost been in an hour.
For serious, man? Which
Yes.
one of them did it?
Fuck.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50
Hero.
odds.
Oh yeah, okay. That'll get everybody
Hero.
out of here scot-free.
Hero, do you know you know what happens if you fuck up?
See?
You were threatening to
Pretty good
sabotage.
idea, right?
You were threatening to
No, not
sabotage
that.
everybody's lives.
I just remembered something super serious.
Oh,
Well,
thank
don't
God.
just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hey, who knows to keep that knife again? I forget.
Oh, I think it was Kyoko, maybe?
The one we found stuck in the body before it
see.
exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I knew this was going to be brought up.
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So, what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me? Did she really do this to me?
Gave to Makoto?
Man.
Did she really set this up from the start? What? Can I have an actual lawyer now?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
Hide what?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
This is true. This is very true. We don't even know what happened that night of. I'm scared for anything.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
But
Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
This is gonna be a hard one.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
There you go.
So there's no question.
That right there.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
But
horrible man you are, Makoto.
Let me see. What shows that? The Monokuma file, right?
Yeah, but that's not a bullet.
Oh.
We have, we could skim through all the bullets. I know that's one of the bits.
We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
This is hard. How do I make it lead into the blunt trauma?
First, you have to disprove that it was the knife that did it. And if you're really thinking about it,
So they put the coat on after the sprinklers went off?
after they removed the tarp, they put the coat on and with the pre-applied blood. Which begs the question, how the fuck that knife get there?
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Nope, my fault.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
This is hard.
Just think about the order of events. Think about the order of events if the knife was there and if the knife wasn't there. If Think about the order of events if the knife was in the body and if the knife wasn't in the body during those events.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to...
Murder took place before the sprinklers turned on. The suspect covered a body with a tarp to prevent from getting blood. Later, when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket over the body. This jacket had previously been treated with blood to make it look like the corpse had been burned. Doesn't mention the knife. My guess is that they used the knife to kill the chicken, but they used it as the blood. The actual death was the blood before stroke.
Okay.
But how?
I will say, you are overthinking it a bit.
Oh, no.
Damn it, Sky. Stop overthinking.
I'm so...
Think about what each character is saying.
Let me listen then.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no
That.
question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
I think that the getting stabbed is the one that needs to be taken care of.
The knife we...
Man, I feel really dumb.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Shoot!
Don't get fucked here.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Far to the south, the club was put on the body after the tarp was removed, which means the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife...
Hold on. This is a
English
lot.
English major moment.
I don't know. Found a knife.
It's the same same one we gave to Makoto.
Yes,
It
yes.
really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, and that seals it. Makoto did it.
I think I'm gonna die
Just
here.
because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
I feel really stupid. Ugh! Man!
The knife
Maybe
we
because I
found-
don't understand this whole fucking thing right now, I think.
It's the same one we...
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that, that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well,
Getting stabbed is...
No, that's
There
wrong.
we go.
They went
Because
through the
how can you
setup.
poke a knife
Wait,
through
hold
a
on.
coat?
The stab wound isn't what
How can
killed
you put the
Mukuro.
coat on without the knife, like, sticking up,
That should
propping
be
the
clear
coat up?
from the description
So
of
the
the
knife
cover-up we
was
just
it?
heard.
Yeah,
I
the
know.
knife was it, Jake.
Yeah, that was what was throwing me off.
lies.
They're trying
Yeah.
to...
We never talked about
They
what
just
killed her.
established that they went through the trouble of making it look like the knife did her in.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
That was everything.
Okay, fine. So what?
Like, I already assumed that's what we all established.
So,
No.
when we discovered the
Oh
body,
my god.
To be fair, this is
the
Hero
knife had been
World.
thrust through the coat
Sky
along
Hero's
with the
making
body.
you stupid.
I thought we established this with the chicken!
No. They're just the chicken was just the source of the blood.
Meaning,
Then
if
it
she
just it
wasn't
didn't
stabbed until the
automatically
coat was
clear
put
the
on,
knife
and she was already
its
dead at that
existence.
point.
Do not presume.
Okay.
Obviously, the
That's
stab
why it
wound
was
isn't
throwing me
what
off.
killed
I
her.
just thought we established all this.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Shut up.
I.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about
I
that.
fucking hate you, Hero. I hate you with every in my body right now.
Then
He's the
knife...
kind of guy who said that they used the bullet.
Hunter!
I'm sorry, I had to.
I'm gonna fucking
Which was
annihilate
another
you.
piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like...
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Holy shit.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
What did he just say?
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway.
Why don't you tell her, Byakuya, since you're accusing me so
He wants
I
you
don't
dead.
know. I'm not the one who's incredibly low on health.
hate everything.
A gun! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that
Is Kyoko.
is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through.
You know, Makoto,
You know-
she's throwing us under the bus. I mean,
Makoto, come on now. You
That's true.
stupid, naive
It's
protagonist.
definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
the arrows in the fucking closet.
Fine.
The
I have no
locker.
problem with that. Let us continue the debate.
You're good, little buddy. I have a lot of anger issues.
It will change the
Thank
facts
you.
of the case regardless.
Need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. The arrows, because they're made of titanium. Huh?
Okay.
Maybe for the blood force.
Then, shall
I'm
we
just gonna
continue
watch
the
this whole
debate?
It might just be
The
something
victim's
else.
fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that
Also, I'm
happened.
sorry, I made a mistake. The
Well, it
trial's not
wasn't
as
you
long as I
because of
thought,
the
but it's the
knife,
stuff
right?
afterwards.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
There's only one other thing.
But knowing Sky, she would get very invested.
According to the
That's true.
file, that's gotta be it.
She would not
There
stop.
was evidence that showed she was hit
What
on the
Phoenix
back
Wright
of her
doesn't
head.
exist.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Oh no. Oh no.
The knife was covered up and those other wounds on her body weren't fresh from the leaves.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
So I don't think it's Monokuma found number 5. Because they already said that.
So, is it time to suck a statement?
Hmm?
Is it time to suck up a statement?
Yeah, I think so. Time to pull out the handy dandy text document to write all this stuff down and see what can work.
Do it, Sky. You hussy.
So I don't have to be here a million years and re-listen to this.
Then,
a million
shall we
times.
continue the debate?
Don't you love that
The
though?
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Alright, I think I got an idea after writing all these down. I'm probably gonna be wrong.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file,
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Maybe it's hit on the back of the head and the victim's fatal injury?
Shoot!
Maybe it was backwards? We'll try that then.
Then shall we continue the debate?
The victim's fatal
The explosion didn't kill her.
well, yeah. She was already totally dead.
And it wasn't me then.
Oh, yeah.
What?
According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire...
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury has been.
There we go.
No,
Okay.
It was either one or the other.
Excuse me, Aaron Carter's fucking dead.
What?
What?
Aaron Carter's dead.
died because of the blood
What?
to the back
Huh?
of the head she suffered.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
I'm looking this up right now.
Same here.
Wait, who? What? Huh?
What? 34?
Wait.
What the fuck? No way.
Oh.
Aaron Carter is at 34. What the fuck?
Holy shit. That's crazy.
What the fuck?
I bet you we're not gonna know what's gonna how that happened until another like 2 months from now. Holy fuck though.
Holy shit. Dude, I know he had problems and stuff, but damn.
Shit.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
No, because they were
The
old.
Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point.
Fuck.
If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in
Well,
assuming the blow
that
to
was
the
a
back of
shock
her
to the
head is
system.
what killed her.
Everything's being a shock today. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
What was the murder weapon?
The arrow is the arrow. We're gonna accuse Kyoko here. This is what's gonna happen.
Monokuma file says she was hit with a
This guy, throw Allie under the bus. Come on. Get her.
If we throw Aoi or Kyoko under the bus, can we throw Hiro under a train?
The Final Fantasy VI Ghost Train.
It'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it
I'm
the
gonna go,
other way.
but
Hit
that
her
was
with the
suplex
handle.
though.
I mean, you don't have to suplex it until the deed is done, right?
No way.
I mean, it's kind of
The
chasing you
balance would
down,
be
trying to
all
kill you,
off.
so you gotta suplex
You
as soon
wouldn't
as
be able to
possible.
swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Hey yo.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Holy fuck. This girl is having some trauma while being in here.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Homicidal thought besties.
We
Right?
want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Thank
We
you.
already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
Yay!
Surely you produced the real murder weapon?
Thank you. Real
Are you-
murder weapon. The titanium arrows. God.
I got it!
We're running on empty for like this whole
Mukuro was
thing,
hit
aren't
in
we?
the back of
Yeah.
the head with something. And that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Explain the
An arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird. Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right! I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret.
attacks.
Is that something to do with the fucking duct tape? Because I still don't know what that fucking shit was for. Did they wrap the arrow with the duct tape?
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
You sure?
Wait.
You don't sound convinced.
No.
What's the problem?
Oh
Well,
no.
Because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master. You have no right!
We did establish they were titanium arrows, right?
If it was just the arrow, it wouldn't be thick enough. I just thought of something really stupid.
The
Did they
titanium
really
arrow.
wrap the duct tape around the fucking
It
arrow?
was in the dojo locker, right?
Yeah, but what was
I have
attached
no
to
doubt
the
that
arrow
was the murder weapon.
with the duct
You
tape?
sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be...
No, that's wrong.
Oh boy.
I'm living on a prayer here.
What the fuck did they attach to the
You're right.
arrow?
Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer
More than
used
one
another
fucking
weapon.
arrow?
Oh wait, a super arrow! Oh
You
my
mean
god!
they wrapped like a million arrows to get the whole,
They-
all of them are the weapon?
They did say it was thick as a pipe.
That's, well, that would explain a lot.
Oh, that would explain a
Inside
lot.
the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows.
I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
Bundling
God
them
damn,
together
that would
using
hurt.
the duct
Look
tape
at that.
could easily create a
That
single
is
weapon as thick
fucking
as a pipe.
monstrous. It's a monstrosity.
Killer said bonk.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, so put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker,
That was probably me, Kyoko.
it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
It's a woodblock key.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's
no.
only one thing that can lead
Oh.
Oh no. Please
Where?
don't let it be don't let it be choices. Does this have multiple endings before I even continue? I've
Not
got
multiple endings, no.
Okay, so
to. The
we're
death
we're
of
good.
us
We're
all,
safe then.
Remember?
Of course
I just had to make sure.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Yes, we do.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
Wait a minute. That doesn't really necessarily put her at the one that's the killer. She wouldn't need to get the key to get the arrows, right? How would she be able to go in her room? Byakuya has her key. Byakuya, what are we doing? Something smells.
This all proves that you
Is Larry
are the
here?
true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Wow, this is such a double-edged fucking sword. Holy shit.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just...
It doesn't make sense.
There's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Okay.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
I don't think it's Kyoko. I don't think it's Kyoko.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I mean, she's not wrong.
I should know?
Yeah, you should know!
What?
He has the key to her fucking room! Ugh. Let's see where this
Those
is
words
gonna go.
you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
No! She couldn't have done it! There's no fucking way! Byakuya has her key to the room! What a fucking... Man, that was his own fucking undoing. I'm gonna write all this down because I might have to, absorb.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Okay. Not the killer, there's proof the locker key in my own room. When the body was found is the gun that we found. And I don't think that's it. How do I... Not the killer and the locker key in my room. There's proof in the locker key. How do I establish she could not have entered the room?
Thinking emojis.
Too many thinkles. Not the killer, the locker It's either not the killer or the locker key in my own room, or there's proof the locker key in my own room. Or the locker key in my own room. This is hard. I know what the deal is. The locker key was in her own room. That is the whole reason that she couldn't have done it. So that's gotta be something. So it's either not the killer or there's proof. I mean, I got 2 shots. What's the harm in just throwing Hush into the...
Fuck it, Paul.
Huh?
Just, yeah, no, just do it. Easy.
Easy.
First try. Yeah.
I mean, there's like, what, 6 options?
Combos.
With 2 hearts?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine, totally fine. Don't worry about it. Not the killer. Just prove the locker key in my own room. It's gotta be one of them. Has to be. No doubt. I'm gonna try something.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Shoot!
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
I don't even listen.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
What would be the connection? Locker key in my own room.
We'll take a stretch.
But she...
I'm sorry, I got the text document over the chat, but I can see the chat through the Streamlabs, but it doesn't show me the stuff. Not the killer, there's proof, the locker key in my own room, and when the body was found. The body was found as not a gun, not a bullet. I know the answer, I just don't want to connect it. Not the killer, there's proof.
Microphone scratching noises.
Huh?
Microphone scratching noises.
I'm sorry. Might be my hair, me stretching.
Scratch, 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 scratch,
Scratch.
Scratches.
Ugh, give me 1 second. Also, it seems my wire was stuck around the thing. Locker key in my own room. Not the killer. It just feels like that. I only have one more shot, but it all
Those words you just
takes
spoke.
me to the thing.
What
Yeah,
exactly?
it'll
I'm
throw
not
you. It'll throw you
sharing
back
this
in.
Master would
There's proof that you is that, but
You stated a
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the...
Yes!
No.
Yay! I knew it had to be one or the other.
Let me get rid of the text
If I'm
document
right,
again.
Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Let me minimize my text document. There we go.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Couldn't get in her room.
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
So now,
Am I wrong?
yeah, no, you're not wrong.
would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie?
Yep.
Oh no. I wasn't paying attention!
You ever?
I was more
Advance.
focused on Oh.
Just advance.
But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Oh no. She's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro? And Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. Oh fuck.
Hi, friend.
Fuck.
I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to... Oh, huh?
Pursue it.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement
Because
just
you know
now.
she lied.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden.
She's a liar?
Let's see. Kyoko's account.
Look at that bullet, please.
Yeah, I was just about to. Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. This area seems to have no monitors or security cameras.
It opens any door.
Oh! Because I've given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
That might be the statement there.
Wait, Sky, congrats on the 1K followers.
How else could the key have gotten there?
I just noticed.
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation.
Kyoko herself told me before this trial started that she had stolen something very important from the headmaster's room.
I didn't have the key to my...
No, not this. Blah, 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 blah. Any room in the school. Right.
Because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have got...
No, that's wrong. No. Kyoko could have gotten into a room.
I can't believe we're gonna expose this bitch even more.
You said
You're
so
gonna expose your
yourself,
friend? Wow.
didn't you, Kyoko?
No, she was throwing me under the bus.
She was?
Yes.
Oh, fuck her then.
Actually,
Why do you
to
say
be
yes like I
precise,
should know
not
this,
quite.
Hunter? I've been out doing
I
errands.
use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up.
No, it's not!
Huh?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
Monokuma, you're being a dick right now.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So
Yeah.
it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
I'm...
No
Guy?
comic?
But I guess we already
you
know
just kill-
who
did you
the
just kill
player
Kyoko?
is, don't we?
I'm a little stressed, not gonna lie.
Hey, Sky,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I lied.
What? Oh no! You gave me the bad ending! No!
Wait, you lied to her?
It was funny.
Wanted her to see the bad ending, I guess.
Wow, there's the ending?
I did.
Wow!
It's a non-standard one.
So I'm gonna be able to lie to you people now. We've established that as a rule, I guess.
You haven't
Good
played
job,
the game.
you got it right.
I will lie anyway, because you
Right.
just
Oh.
set a precedent.
We got it right?
Nope.
Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then,
I prepared an
a
extra
very
special punishment this time.
punishment.
Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
What? Kyoko,
Oh
now!
my God. Oh no! Is that a... Oh.
Wait, if
Is that-
we're...
Oh, it's... Is that a... Oh. Oh no. She's gonna get turned into a license plate.
No.
This is horrible.
No! still have to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me, I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And the end of it proved to be our last case trial. Once that case was over, there's never a single murder in Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Really? What the fuck?
Welcome to the future.
Toko died?
You wait! Oh my god. Oh god, because I was the only woman! Oh no!
That's fucked up.
Oh god! That's...
Wait, does that mean Toko died too somehow? Where did Toko die?
Oh my god.
This is Ho?
No!
That is...
This isn't right!
Huh?
What? Makoto, why
Jay-
are you staring
Jay
off
bending.
into space?
You're welcome.
Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
I need to get up.
What type of weird fanfic universe was that? And then everyone banged Aoi. The end!
Okay. Oh, my brain.
Sorry, I just needed you to see that.
That was so fucking dumb.
So I assume you're not supposed to pursue the lie here.
No, you're not.
Does that mean I'm gonna get got?
Can you run away?
No.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, it doesn't let you.
There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean,
Byakuya
had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Yeah, okay, let's throw me back under the bus. Okay. Oh, I'm so mad.
Scream, Sky, scream!
Say goodnight.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong.
Am I supposed to die?
Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Uh-oh.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Oh no. What do I do? Am I in a dead zone?
Huh? You can't do anything.
Time's up! Class trial's
But this is the
all
correct
over.
path to take.
Everyone can stop talking now!
Omega, please!
Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
What is happening? What?
Ding!
Wait a minute!
You did it!
We didn't even... Am I to die? Is this gonna be like a hot to full boyfriend experience?
I'm sorry, a hot tub of what?
Yay,
Hey, you
got
got some
coins.
coins! You can go buy gifts for people now.
Now,
Like Sako.
who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on!
Hey, wait, what?
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wait.
What?
Wait, huh? Wait, but we won, but we...
It's gonna be Makoto.
They have only one other option to vote, or everyone dies.
Well, yeah.
Is this gonna be like a hatoful boyfriend experience where I'm gonna be straight up fuck.
I want you all to realize, in the other ending, he also took Kyoko as guilty.
You think
What does that
I'm
say
the
about this
killer?
whole thing?
Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry.
This guy?
Yeah.
Would you like a cigarette?
Oh.
Oh, my glasses are
Can
here.
I-
Nice.
Can I get a final meat? Can I get a final meal? Can I have fried chicken and a steak?
As long as it's not the bale chicken, I'll go get that for you.
Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Yep.
Well, that explains the park. That explains the gaps in memory.
Hey, Sky. Look,
Fuck.
did you look at stream chat what Omega just posted? It's not a bad thing, but oh my god, Hero. Oh my lord.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
I thought Bayaka was wearing a shirt with a Toko on it.
That makes perfect sense.
Somebody's pulling stuff, Blaze. It's in stream
It's the
chat.
same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna get to the end the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got.
Oh.
It's punishment time.
This better be good.
Fuck
This
you!
better be really. This better be really fucking
Fuck
good.
you!
Oh man,
Makoto has
what a
been
game.
found guilty. Time for the punishment.
Joke's on you, Sky. There is
Also-
no good ending.
It's the same thing.
Same execution.
Oh, it's the same. Wait, what? I thought each one was personalized. So any last words, Sky?
This is
Use
not
your
fair.
chicken steak. You may need this.
Oh my god.
And just saying, I'm pretty sure his legs are chained to that desk, so he can't
Oh.
run. Or rather, he's locked to that desk.
Even these executions do have a game budget. So this is the last one. Enjoy it.
Thanks.
I mean, either way, Makoto and Kyoko were his biggest threats.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yo!
Hey!
Alter
Hey, yo!
ego!
Chihiro! Oh wait, no, not Chihiro.
Alter ego stopped it?
Wait,
Oh,
and
no!
Where we go? Where are we going? Monokuma's like, what the fuck?
It's
Oh,
like,
we're
hey,
going
wait a
all
minute.
Oh, he's sweating.
It's like, wait a fucking minute. That's
He's
not
still
supposed to
sitting, by
happen.
the way.
No, it's like, oh.
Help it!
Haha? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be. Alter
is-
ego? Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. I knew it, fucking knew it. Oh, bless his heart!
Uploaded himself to the internet, the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Ah. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch. An itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring the spare to the rest of you. Bring the spare to the entire world. God, kill me.
He seems nice.
Is he gone? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now it's the masterminds that's ensnared. What are you
did you
talking
say?
about?
So
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. What?
What?
What happened? Why is this really free time moment? What?
Free time!
The massive high school towers all over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area.
Monokuma would be like, watch me execute this kid. I'm gonna post the video afterwards. Some virus fucked up the execution. I ain't posting that shit.
It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world.
What the hell?
Hope's Peak. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
Wait a minute, you're right.
Yeah,
Why-
it's the same shit that we just read earlier.
Way
Two things you
earlier.
need to attend to school. You have already been attending high school. You have to be the very best at what you do. An ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself.
I'm confused. What?
And
happened?
standing
Why-
there at the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me.
What? Huh?
This is how we woke up in the school. Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck's going on? What is going on? Ugh.
Oh, this. Wait, huh?
Hey.
Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too painful of a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in.
The
Trash was
barest
piled
hit?
high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. Bless his heart.
Wait, he's dead again?
My pursuit
no.
of survival began. First of all was to start looking for a way out of there.
It was luck he survived.
That's a
Fall.
rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Is that the
Wait a minute,
thing
that's the
from
rocket from
beginning
the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That's where he launched that person, and then they turned to bone.
Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Oh no. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food.
Yum. Gotta get nummies.
There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten.
Oh well.
That was pointless too.
The nutrients have to be in
Next, I search for some water.
there. It's all
How
dirty.
can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones aren't an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive! As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up! After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was... go to sleep?
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, it has to
Go to sleep.
My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly.
Good punch. I don't know.
Garbage!
Trash.
As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from above. What could it have been?
Better not be somebody.
Did the giant piece of trash just fall down here? Carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was and it tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Kyoko!
Hold on, woman, how? How'd you...
It
Nice.
smells
Oh my...
awful.
I disguised myself as a piece of...
I become ramen.
She has cup noodle on her head.
I disguised myself as a piece of garbage, funny as shit.
Oh my god! This place smells awful. Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko, but you got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash and faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Bread and water! Yay!
Hey, sick!
Thank you! I snatched the
preserved
bread and
from
water
fall.
that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Oh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up, then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Alright.
Well, she has the key to probably open that door, so... But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or... no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
Well, actually, in another
And-
time, I did.
actually,
But that's not
I
canon.
died.
In alternate universe, you died, and when we all impregnated Aoi, it was fucking weird.
So
Because
you-
Toko died? Somehow?
Yeah, so you knew
I want to
that
know
I-
what happened to
You mean
Toko.
you mean Togo or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toko,
I don't
that's
know
what
how
it is.
she died. How did she die? Did she die due to the fucking injuries from the explosion finally taking hold?
I would have said Bianca said something like, just shut up and die, and she took that literally and killed herself. And he was like, oh, whoops.
But even before I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that! You didn't abandon me! No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive. Why'd you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The
Finally?
reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do.
Okay.
What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once?
I...
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. Oh.
That's unfortunate.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? I hate that fucking line.
Strange, isn't it? Long time no see.
I know.
I say the same shit to my parents when they're watching Breaking Bad. I'm like, oh yeah, that is strange anyway.
It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seemed much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything.
Right, that was in the dream slash fever phase we were in.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Gah! It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Yeah, it's nothing.
Stop doing that, anime boy.
I know. It's simple anime boy doing simple anime boy things.
Anime boy knows thing, doesn't tell anybody else because reasons.
Kodo just pulls out a gun and goes, bitch, you saw.
Tell me.
It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own, so how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability?
Oh, I'm interested.
You mentioned your ability.
I...
My ability, that everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate well...
Yeah.
Wow! Who would have thought?
We fucking figured that out. Like,
detective.
What a twist! The character acts like a detective is, yes, in fact, a detective.
The ultimate
Holy shit!
Detective?
Brain
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why'd you want to go find the headmaster? I knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew she was related to the headmaster! Eat shit!
Oh my
damn
god.
It! Fuck! I knew it!
See, I thought for the longest time the detective thing was too obvious. I was like, what if she's like the world's ultimate ghost or some shit? But no, she's just a detective.
Man, I figured that out. Let's fucking go!
Real Detective Conan moment.
Nani?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak's headmaster?
So, Monokuma your dad?
No.
Then that explains...
Headmaster and Mastermind are not the same.
Who's the headmaster then?
Her dad.
Her dad.
Oh, that's all we know.
Pay attention.
Well, I mean, like, do we know anything outside of that? Like, is he, like, here?
Somebody in the mid-30s.
Oh, okay.
When Alter Ego told us how we thought the headmaster was involved, I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find a headmaster.
No matter what.
One of the few moments she got emotional.
Yeah, that's how I kind of figured out, like, early on that
It was
she.
personal.
Yeah. That's why I
I'm
was like,
still
it's
shocked
gotta
that
be her dad. So I was like,
I'm
you know
still
what? I'll put that in the back of my head and file it away. And if
And
I'm
don't
wrong,
say
I'm wrong.
anything.
Yeah,
And
not
that's why
say
you didn't
nothing.
say
Yeah.
I'm still shocked that she's a detective, quite frankly.
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hasn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
Oh no.
So...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Is this some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy.
You have a copy?
I
Can I have
know,
it?
can we have it, please? I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Weird.
Yeah.
So, what was it like, that part of the school, I mean? It's hard to describe. All I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized. Whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
Alright.
Can we... Nope, that's not what I meant to do.
Aeroplane.
Aeroplane!
Aeroplane.
However...
Of course, once I get to the second floor of the dorms, this is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikasaba, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you. It wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikasaba was to get me killed. To get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by their school regulations.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikasaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim.
What do you mean?
It could have been me? Right, because... Oh,
So that was them.
I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean...
Oh, do you just not know how to lock the door?
I know.
Yes.
Bitch does not know how to lock the door. Makoto yelled at him for that already.
That's why she gave him the look, like, honey.
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway.
That's exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread.
I smell somebody stupid. I smell somebody stupid about to die.
Yeah, yeah?
She bursts into Makoto's room, sees the masked person. God damn it.
I know, right?
God damn it, not again.
No. Makoto, I told you to fucking lock your door.
I can imagine Kyoko being like, I hate it when I'm fucking right.
I mean, he almost got his skull caved in by the masked person not too long ago, too. You would think he'd be more cautious ever since that incident.
I was in the dorms and I had some sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
How many times are we gonna see this in?
I know, we've seen this like 20 million times already.
Why is he dressed like a Mexican wrestler?
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
that wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murderer was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. This all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
I was about to say! The other ultimate despair?
What does it mean?
Are there any other ultimate despairs I should know about? Meow.
Give me a fourth one. A fifth
I'm
one.
outta here.
A 10th one. There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead.
But now
I don't
she's
think
dead.
the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking
That's
about
right.
what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
What?
What a...
And no one died! Yay!
No, yeah, somebody died. It was Mukuro.
But we never see what we never actually interact with her, so she's not even
Well,
real.
the 7 question mark is gone.
Black item!
Hey, that was used to kill a person.
I got scared for a brief moment. I'm not going to even explain why, because that would be really fucked up of me.
I love that drink.
The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed.
It's a hive mind, huh?
But right now...
Get out of here.
Anyway...
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, where do we begin?
I mean, she has the key. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
No, of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right?
Sky, they're wondering in chat if you're still doing Apologists later.
It depends if Phantom's able to with his hurricane situation.
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't stutter.
Yes, there's a hurricane situation?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then...
Oh, what a fucking tacky looking key that is.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good.
That is the secret.
Where does this lead to? Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of... Oh no. Because the real fight had just begun.
Whoa,
Ultimate pain,
Shadowcry.
ultimate
Oh, look at that hero poses and Togo. Or Toga.
The Monokuma. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous.
How to assure someone on the ladder? Not that.
Yeah, I won't catch you, bitch. You better be careful. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Alright, Naoto
Is your family
Shirogane.
famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
We're
Huh?
indie.
But how come? It's like your family's... It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the owl, this is very brave. When I looked info about the online school, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose, to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true kitty-gitty detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Fuck that
Really?
douche.
Huh?
Oh.
But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though.
Fuck you, Dad.
What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Oh. Well...
Really?
Okay, well, at least I was right about her being the headmaster's daughter, but I didn't expect this to be the
This seems like
relationship.
This seems like
a
a
little
lot
bit
of
of
work.
backstory because there's actually a prequel series of novels written about Kirigiri that span 7 years and 7 volumes.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Oh wow.
So okay, I understand
There's some more to
that-
this.
Now I understand not wanting to have someone in your life like that, but why would you? Why not just like go like okay? She didn't know that the school was gonna be evil, so why not just go to the school and be like, "Fuck you, Dad," instead of just like applying to go there? What was her plan after that? Just to leave the school?
I guess under the basis of like randomly just going to a school you're not, you know, a student of, would be a little fucking weird in any sense anyway.
Yeah, but just say your dad works there.
The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself. But apparently, he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kitty Giddy family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However,
but he had no interest in detective work.
Huh?
So he cut himself off from the family.
But
I mean, he's a headmaster for school. He's not a leader of a detective agency for the Kirigiris.
no.
And that's what I thought was weird when she mentioned that it was a family thing. I was like, why is the dad running a fucking private academy then? What the fuck?
It pays. It has good pay. It's got benefits.
This is a really long ladder. Good God.
Not long after that, my mother died.
I like to think they're just kind of sitting there and just waiting for the conversation to be done, and then be like, "All right, now we'll go."
Imagine the anime cutscene of this.
Just them climbing for like 15 minutes. It's like, man, what the fuck is this ladder going through? Goddamn.
I got a better way to describe this ladder. Snake eater.
Yeah, I know.
In a dream.
Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. Oh. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. As young as I was, he left me behind.
Still in a dream.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because
Jesus
unlike
Christ.
him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what everyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
What is that? I don't...
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that...
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Am I only connected by blood, not by heart or soul? I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, but I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing.
Good.
I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence.
We've been
And
climbing
after
this
I
for
don't
well
know
over 5
how
minutes.
long, we finally reached the top.
Wait, were they just sitting there fucking talking, or was that ladder really long?
Yeah, that ladder was long.
It looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Host Peak is waiting for us.
I don't fully get Kyoko's plan here about telling your dad that you're not family. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, why did you just send him a letter at that point, for fuck's sake?
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Oh!
Oh, hey, that was a while back. You know, I was wondering when we were gonna come back to the trash
I
room.
know, but it was very, like, blatantly there with a lock, though. Wait a minute. It had a lock.
Oh.
I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out.
Maybe it's
Oh,
unlocked?
okay. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
So then you Mario warp piped into the fucking... Okay.
The hatch opened with ease, and so...
Hey, yeah, you're right. That was a really weird hole in the ground that was just there.
Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gone out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
Right.
So, now what do we do?
This
I'm
is
glad
easy.
I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried. Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with...
Yeah, sure. Why not? What?
However...
Fair enough. I guess.
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run anyway, or run away. She said that, she pointed to nearby surveillance camera. You're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Just rip the band-aid off.
Don't worry, what you think is gonna happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared?
Right, we've been over this.
Yeah, but what does that even fucking mean? You said something like that before. Yeah, what the fuck does it mean?
So...
It means he done fucked up.
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was.
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... no, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going.
Alright.
What is happening?
I don't know, stuff and things.
Stuff and things, things and stuff, stuff and things, super stuff.
Stuffing things in the butt. Oh god, here we go. Let's... Gym time.
Yeah, ayo, I lived. Fuck everyone else, am I right?
Man disappears for one day, then comes back and texts me this. I live, bitch.
well now.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
What are you gonna do about it,
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed.
Yeah,
It's
we're not.
unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again!
Angry!
Gee, we've seen that coming.
But honey,
Kyoko!
Right.
Do whatever you feel you
What
have.
the fuck?
That will happen to you. Don't worry about Makoto. We can't deny you. The mastermind is now.
I'm gonna fucking...
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
I lose?
Hey!
You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as a blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You You never imagined the possibility of being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blacken is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? Huh, and that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blacken is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well...
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that! What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is ever only one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because...
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. Well, I mean, that's what we all kind of wanted to do, right? Technically, Makoto graduated? Maybe. He would have been griped by the despair you so love to inspire.
However...
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey.
Of course, you could say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what's this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again.
Oh! I get it. Oh, this is good.
Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey.
Well, that would make for a proper climax, when you say. Fair trial. One last showdown? In other words, this would be your chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer? Of the mastermind themselves? But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
I wish he never started doing this again.
Oh, I hate it.
We'll hope when you win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown.
Okay.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this?
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
I just realized him saying Barrett is effectively him saying fuck it.
I hate this life right now. All the mysteries.
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
Qualify. Wait, are koalas bears?
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
you guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that,
we'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has turned out.
Hey.
I thought koalas were just koalas. I didn't know they were like a type of bear.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? The with one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
Hey.
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
Now I'm done talking. I got none left to say to you. Get lost, would you?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're not gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair.
He's very happy. Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Oh, he's very excited. I'm not.
This is just telling us that improv is hard.
Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I'm going to take a little break here. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I saw my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However...
Don't thank me
crazy.
just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard. So when was it that they let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely did say that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems very unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. Reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, The mastermind wants the world to see that to try and to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair.
Huh.
What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope.
Cock measuring contest.
But that's ridiculous!
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided manslaughter.
At the very least...
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations.
You did our homework.
Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use their class trial following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. They then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm. Ugh. Let me try and do this again.
The same two characters back and forth does get a little...
It's also really hard when the word despair just keeps popping up a lot.
Despair!
Despair!
What about this pair? What about this pair?
Despair.
What about this?
I wonder if there's an image of Monokuma's face on a pair that says despair.
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Sephiroth. Should I give you despair?
Yeah, thanks, Streak. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah, let's just not add my life on the line for that next time, okay? She let out a quick sigh, and I took it as a small sign of relief. Omega, no!
Why is he a pair?
Despair!
Oh,
despair.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will happen for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now that we know who our real enemy is, all we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go?
They have been rather uncooperative, all things considered.
I need to take a break here. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna be right back. Give me like a little bit, stretch, and I'm gonna check what's going on upstairs. And
okay.
I'll put a be right back screen. Yep, I'm gonna put the BRB screen
there you
up.
go.
If Phantom comes in, then this is where we end.
Okay.
I will. Where is it? Here it is.
So, or how close is she to finish?
I'll be right back.
Now that she's gone, this is the final chapter. This is the
Oh,
final
wow.
trial.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sky could probably
Oh.
finish this by 7. As the trial goes well.
I'm not crazy, right? Some of the OBS Streamlabs is on the Discord stream.
Yeah, it's fine, but
Okay.
the stream doesn't see that.
Just making sure that you're not the only one.
No, they're on the BNB stream.
So how was everyone's day? You know, have a good day.
I am now on the Splatoon 3 grind to try and get the dab before the end of the month.
The what?
The dab.
Why the end of the month though?
Because that's when the catalog ends, then you can't get the dab anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Splatoon had things like that.
Yeah, it has a built-in battle pass thing, but it's not like it.
Oh, you don't gotta pay for it? Oh, that's good.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go get some chips, BRB.
perhaps it would be in my best interest to also grab dinner.
Mhm.
What I am thinking about it. Just trying to be able to put the pizza in I got today.
So Mom doesn't know what she wants to do for dinner,
Oh, okay.
so I don't know what to do.
All right.
I hate it because that means that I'm just gonna grab the food and come down here if that's what they're gonna be doing. Because it gets annoying having to eat up there for a good fucking half hour. I don't know what to do. I might just, I don't know. It's annoying. Ugh, it's such a struggle.
I know.
I hate
The
it.
struggle is real, kind of guy.
I'm just tempted to just French cocoa bombs,
Ooh.
caramel. I love caramel.
Yum.
Caramel.
I kind of want Doritos or cheese balls.
I'll read your doughs.
Dorito doughs.
I'll read your doughs.
I wouldn't mind them ordering something,
Mm.
but I doubt it. I just know if I have to order something, I have to feed everybody, and I'm not about that lifestyle.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
That's why I didn't do it last night. It would have been too much money, and I don't have enough money, and I can't go into my bank account at the moment, so...
I
Yeah.
feel like they're relying on you. And that's not good.
No, we should have just pulled something out for dinner tonight, but we didn't.
So now you're just what you have it.
Paint pack up. Just fuck that up.
Or you should really just get a mini fridge to have like sandwich stuff in there or something.
Phantom says he's making the pizza at 5 o'clock, so that would be right now.
Okay.
So I don't know when he's coming in.
All of this.
I don't even know what to do about food, but that's... I don't think that's my problem right now. I did save, but we can continue on.
Okay.
Continue on until Phantom comes in. And if it's right now, I'm gonna be real mad. Because I
But
just...
he can wait then.
I just mentally psyched myself up to continue this fucking charade of a game right now! Let's go back to the... I'm assuming the dining hall is the place to be. Because it's where they always are.
Oh.
Maybe they're in their rooms. Hold on.
The Monokuma you're looking for is no longer accessible. Please hang up and dial again.
I have to say, the dialogue in this game is incredible. Just tremendous writing. Wow.
Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
I agree, Monokuma. I also hate birds.
What the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Ooh,
Makoto?
new models.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez.
Hi, Toko.
You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Jesus fucking
I'm
Christ.
just
Thank
asking
you.
to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Shut up.
Hero, stop.
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
Aww.
What?
Wait, what's... It's
Oh.
probably me? Like, I've been down there for a good day and a half.
I can't tell what I'm smelling is trash or Toko.
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog.
Damn it.
You should be the last person that could...
Take showers! Shut up!
In a flash, my tears dried up.
Just like that.
You're all standing so far away from you.
Makoto.
No.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
Hmm.
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
Throw him in the garbage.
Hero!
No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
And what she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right, it was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
You
say?
spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know...
however,
And executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with him to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now is the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you're referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
What are you?
For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone?
I hate you.
Who said who could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master.
Oh, God.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Understandable.
anyway.
Have a nice day. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school mysteries. That's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial's different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all of them. I'm not so sure about that.
Oh no.
You put us up to this task, and now you're saying no?
Me?
No? I hear a no? Why are you saying this right now? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
Right?
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Oh, crap.
Hint?
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people that take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
But why?
So in other
If the
words,
mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Well, shit.
And then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
Well, shit.
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility.
I thought you were about to say one among us.
And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible.
But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe
right?
Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. And if that case, there's no way he could have all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely possible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Nighttime.
That sounds exactly like the.
It
Is it?
nighttime.
That sounds exactly like the noise that
It's
they
a
make in
school
Five Nights at
announcement.
Freddy's.
This is a very
It
different
is.
school announcement.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending
Oh,
mode.
fuck off.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Hey,
Oh,
yo!
Hey, dope.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Cool.
We're gonna look first.
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's
You
fine.
did it. You said it.
I know that word is just hard for me to say, because it's you see the two things together and it's not right.
And then you separate them and say.
It's like cinnamon for cold. It's just really weird. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of
At
my
this point,
family.
I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
Master! He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him?
Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee.
Well, thanks, I guess. Bye.
Do
Whatever.
you like your coffee with cream?
With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about
Just
that?
wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power and figure out the mastermind's identity. I doubt that. Watch him have, like, the key ingredient for all this. He's just gonna sprinkle it in, right?
Can't wait for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. He better have something good.
I'm pissing myself. I'm coming in my sheets.
What?
I'm elated. Can't you hear the enthusiasm in my voice?
Everyone's
I
really
don't
going to
know.
go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
No, don't. Okay.
Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However...
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found.
So then...
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said that all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Oh no! It's all here? Still?
You are redoing that trial.
It's true, but is her body still there, though?
Hard to find out.
The victim's identity is unknown. They weren't ever dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which blew through the body. It also was struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, bio lab, the door in the data center, Monokuma's face on. Finally we can go in there? In the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo.
So many places.
Oh my god. Places to check is added to the treatment section. Let's see here. Same file. Doesn't seem like it's a bad idea.
Like layperson despair.
Despair!
So I did
Alright, you guys can listen to the music for a second. I want to do something.
Oh, when you play Ultra Despair, girl, guess what? Despair everywhere.
If we get there, there is a donation to do the second game. If you guys are interested in me doing the second one.
If you do the second game, you gotta do Ultra Despair Girls then.
Is that the second game?
No, it's the third game.
Oh, yeah, Ultra Despair Girls is the third game.
Supposed to be a spin-off, but no, that's not a spin-off.
It's more of a Gaiden.
Yeah.
It's the Gaiden game. So it's like a here's what was happening while.
I'm gonna figure out if they did anything for dinner, and I might order maybe some chips because I kind of want some Doritos.
Ooh.
You just had Doritos.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, time for you to say goodbye to despair.
Oh, nice.
I put the
Also, Vicious, check your DMs.
I will in a second.
I put the
Just opening something I got in the mail.
I put the Switch version of the entire trilogy on my wish list, but
Oh, this game? Okay, so that was a secret card to this. It was Felwar Stone. Nice. I'd like to use more Felwar Stones. All those beautiful talismans, all ordered. I love them. Oh, beautiful. Getting hot up here again, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Laura.
This post lives in my head rent-free.
Seriously, yeah.
But also the ending is fucking hilarious. I'm sending it to Hunter.
Hunter Jean Fallon. Quack quack. I know Hunter will enjoy the save point from Ultra Despair Girls though.
Please.
She cracked me up when I saw them.
It's funny because that's what Toko is calling her, because Omar roughly translates to potty.
Toko. She's a character, alright.
No literal serial killer?
technically it's not
Okay, sure.
Let's just say I know more about her than you do right now.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen a lot of these streams because I've been usually busy during these.
Oh no, I know more about her than most of you guys do, except for probably Aura.
Are you playing the other Danganronpa games?
I'm playing Ultra Despair Girls right now.
I don't know what that is.
Third-person shooter spin-off.
Oh yes, we did talk about that in the last stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know how to do this. Okay, you want me to...
I don't know how a game like this works as a third-person shooter, but okay.
Yes.
Or what the hell you would even be fighting?
Yes.
Well, okay, I guess.
Why the fuck is the complete Blu-ray of Killer Kill over $200?
What?
It's technically on sale, 7% off.
$300 for the Kill a Kill?
Oh, that's nothing. Did you remember the price of the remember the price of the Persona 5 anime?
No. What
Which
was the price?
Was $300.
That was
Is it
to get. Really?
Yes.
I heard the anime sucked though.
Yes.
What?
Oh, popular thing though.
Sheep.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's making stuff for them. So I guess I can get something for myself.
There you go.
Yes. Good.
Treat
girl.
yourself, Sky.
Go show.
I just gotta remember I don't have a lot in my account at the moment.
Yeah, Persona 5 the animation complete Blu-ray set. Current retail price $298.
Why?
Yes.
Are we talking about the anime still? That $300 fucking shit?
Yeah. And it links to right stuff. I forgot it links to right stuff is now a formal
It's
website.
not great.
And the fucked up part is people will still buy it because they believe the Persona brand will fail if they don't.
Yeah.
Ramble?
Scramble.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but Scramble already
It's
came
called
out.
Strikers over here, yeah.
Persona fans will buy anything Persona related. Anything.
They even spend money in gacha games that have Joker in them.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
surefire
I
way
feel
you're gonna
like-
get money in
I
your
feel like
gacha.
out of all of the Atlas games, the Persona series is the one that people will have to least worry about, as opposed to something like SMT, which is probably on its last legs every time a new one comes out.
It's just crazy, man.
I mean, hell, I'm probably gonna buy Persona 5 Royal on PC just for the fact that I wanted to be playing on PC and be able to mod it and shit.
Hey, Sky.
Yeah.
You should catch
Vicious,
up on Fruits
was this you?
Basket. It ended.
Should catch up on
Is
what?
this you?
Fruits Basket. It ended.
They fly
I
out.
know it.
This one's a little tricky now. What do I do here? Because I don't have knockback.
Don't die.
I'm sorry. I just need to take a little break from talking anyway.
Wrong getting down.
My body is not happy right now.
Does Phantom know you're in front of Stream Apologists tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Saturday. Of course he knows.
He knows.
He's doing his own thing.
Alright, I'm just...
Did anyone try the hamburgers at Wawa yet?
I did.
How were they?
They're okay.
How about the french fries?
Very good.
I thought Wawa was like 7-Eleven.
It is, but it's more.
God damn it, Nora.
It's like well, actually, to say that it's like 7-Eleven isn't incorrect either, because I know.
Wawa's got standards.
It's better than 7-Eleven.
Wawa's got standards.
There's some 7-Elevens that also just have like a lot in it. Actually, you know what? We have a place here called Circle K, which is more along those lines.
Yeah,
Where
we
it
have
is-
Sucker K down here too.
Yeah, it's like that if you've ever been to one. So it's like way more than just gas station place.
I don't think Sucker K does catering though.
No, it doesn't. Well, my Circle K just has a Subway in there. So.
Got it, nice. Okay, that was how you do it. I love these little puzzle rooms. These are cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out how to do all these like properly.
And I also like you just brute force your way through.
Yes, I haven't done that yet.
There was one in particular I remember. I was just like, fuck it.
Well, this is the one I was doing here. I was like, wait, how the fuck do I do this? And I realized, oh wait, this is what you do.
Yep.
Hate finding these fucking stickers everywhere. That was driving me insane.
Oh yeah.
Can't afford this one, so
All for juice guy.
shut up.
I don't think this guy's a hooker.
There you go, and that's actually
Hey.
pretty cheap. So.
Wendy's does delivery?
Yeah.
What? What's that? When?
DoorDash.
Since they have DoorDash, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So while we're waiting for Phantom, probably another like 10 minutes, we can start this one, right? I'm really curious about me going up here first, if I'm being honest. Are they marble stairs?
Fancy.
Marble or granite, it looks like.
Oh, the music stopped. Whoa!
Holy shit, this place has been sued somehow.
Looks like
And
At Wendy's.
wait,
We don't have a Wendy's here after all. The nearest one's an hour away.
oh god.
My glasses are talking nice.
There's
Thank you.
exactly a few rooms, and that's blood. You know what's fucked up when they show like actual blood?
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on.
I mean,
What the fuck?
I guess to
I
implied
think,
it's been dried, and it's.
I didn't even
I
put
think
that
it's
together.
related to like the tragedy.
I didn't even put that together in the tragedy part where there was like real
Holy
blood and not the Gatorade blood.
You know, suffice to say, this place looks a little
Oh my god.
Why even do this?
Wait.
Fun fact about the beta for this game.
It's not even really a beta anymore. It's just garbage. Oh, thanks.
That is sweet.
Guy, do you want to hear about the beta for this game?
Yeah.
So, fun fact, the original beta was all black and white.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they showed like hints of the first trial. And the beta, Kyoko was the first to die as a victim.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what?
But she was not a detective. They swapped her and Junko's talents.
Okay. You know, I actually want to look at the beta because I always look at the beta content. 'Cause it's always interesting. to
Yeah,
see
it's
how
really
it gets
interesting.
So
It's really interesting to
Kyoko-
see like how the designs change too.
So Kyoko got impaled?
So look at this fancy bathroom.
Well, this stayed intact.
Yeah, this stayed intact. Can we enter this, or is it like illegal for us? Yeah. Okay. just curious, because sometimes Yo. Hi. Why is random Egyptian icon? Got it. All right.
Don't worry about it.
What? What? Whoa. Why is there... Why is that... Why? What? Class before ours must have used these lockers.
Why?
Why are they like this? Somebody get it open. Looks like the locker's already broken. Wonder if I can open this locker. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. It's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran across the card reader. And then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. What about, like, this one here that's open? Okay. They're all gonna tell me the same thing, but... I guess it's not important. Maybe? Would that work? No, okay. It's all connected. Got it. Alright. I thought I was just not pushing the right area. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why are they like this? Oh, thanks. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Jesus Christ! Blaze!
What?
Thank you,
What?
Blaze! Appreciate it!
What?
I scared myself with that loud because I increased all the audio.
Oh, a nice $50 dono. Nice.
Oh,
Thank you, Blaze!
I guess two is secured.
Nice.
Look at Mr. Moneybags over here.
Whoa.
Well, this is rather nice.
Oh, hold on. Double check. Phantom said he got pizza. He might be in here in a minute.
Correct.
Okay.
No.
It's a head. Oh, hi, Kyoko.
Indeed.
Oh,
I've
hi,
been through this
Kyoko.
room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to
Also,
check it out one more
have some
time.
rat jam.
A regret. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Oh, there's a hidden door here. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or construction defect?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it. Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yeah. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there.
It's true.
I looked through all of his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to. But nothing like that. Nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this... Well, GG, I guess. I'm gonna keep an eye on that for now. My delivery, rather. Because I wanna turn the light on it and go grab it. Apollo, I guess. Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair.
However,
There's not much, though we don't already know.
in other words,
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. And any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good lookout to have.
Wow.
Ultimate Despair has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she can't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. Or maybe for her, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, there's no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name in his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do whatever you want. Okay. Go to the computer. Try it, please. No? We're not doing it? Pop it? Like it's hot?
Probably like it's hot.
But that's not it, I might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Oh? Kyoko, what was that? It didn't work? Huh? What happened?
Well, Makoto said she probably didn't even try it.
Did I know? She should. She should start thinking a little more about her old man, Christ. We need to be a happy family, Kyoko.
Happy family.
Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Let's go in. A present?
Happy birthday!
What is that? There's a picture over there. I want to see it. It looks like little baby Kyoko. I just want to see it. I want to see it. No, it's important.
No,
Present.
you don't get to see it.
Wrapped and covered it with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Important. I better check out the suspicious present. Oh. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it.
Just open it, Makoto, Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh? If it's what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway.
Just don't scream or anything, okay? What? Okay. Approached the box. Took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... What is in the box?
Oh.
What?
Oh, I think I know whose skull that is. I'm not gonna say anything. What do you think it is?
Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find such a frightful, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be, yep. Yep. A dead guy in a box! Yeah. Oh my god.
Sky?
Mm-hmm.
Remember at the beginning of the game when Monokuma launched someone in that rocket?
Yeah, and it turned into skeletons. That was her old man.
That was... So that's how he took control of Hope's Peak. I think. I don't know.
Correct.
I assume.
Well, you found in the box those bones, that body. That's my father.
Well, so much for... I guess you don't have to worry about cutting him out of your life anymore.
Or at least that's what's left of him. Are you serious? Is this Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Now, hold on. How can you know that? How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people that take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. No, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Thanks!
Cool bones.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, Fran.
I was slightly lied to, but it's fine.
It's okay.
Now I can look at the
No,
picture.
feels.
There's she. Oh, it does look like. Aw, that sucks.
Aw, Babu Kyoko.
Aw.
It does look like you're right. I went back and watched the intro. Yeah, it does look like that guy.
Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying.
Well, I guess we solved the mystery of why Kyoko's father isn't around, right, Kyoko?
I came here to cut myself free of the past. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Hey, serious time.
Don't make me post the frosted cheese flakes.
I thought that was just yelling at me for a second.
So what do you expect me to? So what do you expect me to do now?
I don't know.
Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl.
Excuse me.
Get your hands off my daughter.
No.
Mr. Savage.
If you're the father, then you're dead, Phantom.
I am Phantom Savage.
Are you?
Mr. Savage, here are your tacos.
Yes. Oh, thank you, but I just ate pizza.
He must have really cared about her.
What type of pizza?
Why?
It was what I had in the fridge, which in this case was cheese and sausage.
Oh.
It was good.
I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again.
Looks like Monokuma beat you to it.
And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko.
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of bad ones out there.
What a selfish question. Absolutely, there are worse fathers. Yours left you.
Guy, I
Others
can make it
beat
worse.
people.
It gets worse.
So
Anakin Skywalker was pretty shitty.
Phantom shot. So remember how I said there were novels?
Yeah.
They actually explained what happened between her and her dad.
Oh, okay. Are they?
So basically,
are they translated or?
They weren't ever officially released, but people did translate them.
Please
So
don't be a molester.
basically,
Please.
Kyoko's grandfather is the one who raised her, but her dad had her at the time. He wasn't too keen on the detective work, but when Kyoko's mother got sick and died, the grandfather did not even tell the dad it happened.
Oh.
That's why he left the family. But he
That's,
wasn't allowed to take
a little
Kyoko
bit
with him.
fucked there.
So it's really the grandfather's fault.
Wow, that's kind of fucked up, Grandpa.
Because he did not want Kyoko's dad to be emotional over the fact that his wife is dead.
Fuck?
Hey, where'd my wife go? She ran away, sonny boy. She ran away.
Wife? I don't know what you're talking about.
Check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened up all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer...
In case of
E-handbook? Let's go! In case of emergency. I had found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Hey, can I check those fucking lockers now?
Or can you read the book? Maybe there's a way in the book that's like an emergency exit outside?
Yeah, your exit is death.
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess
Nope!
I'll take it.
I want it! I want the book!
Okay.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a por favor?
Can I keep one of the ribs as a souvenir?
Please!
Wow.
A favor. What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it only inconveniences you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave?
You
Huh?
go.
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
Just a
to
second.
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko?
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to... maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that could be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, you have your tribe now, but I'll take
See
the
you
book. This is mine.
Wow.
Kept the book, right? You didn't leave it in there?
Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead.
The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
Monokuma starts playing spooky, scary skeletons over the loudspeakers.
Stop it! But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the best. I hate you.
Just for you!
She's the headmaster's true identity is.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
It's like Battle Royale, but in a building.
15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead.
Yeah, that's a lot of death.
Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro,
Danny from Danganronpa.
Toko,
I've been making the same jokes.
and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be.
Ghosts?
Spooky ghosts. Now, if this is... Alright, we can edit here. I thought the
Zoinks.
closet was open. Alright, remind me to go back and check those lockers next time we play this.
Okie dokie.
Because if we can open up them lockers, that will be cool beans. Alright, until then, we are done for now. We will do some Apollo Justice.
Oh, okay.
This guy needs off this roller coaster.
No,
There's no getting off.
that fucking thing was a wild ride, bro. Let me set this.
I have no idea. I just know there's death in Mondo butter.
Ugh,
I can't believe it's not Mondo.
I hate it. Document set up for. They need to stop making all that fucking noise upstairs. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what you find out at the end of the game, Ruby, is that it's all just one big ruse. It's one big contest to get the new Mystery Inc. They need like 4 teenagers. I gotta get rid of the other.
This is
the others.
This was a casting process.
Yep.
There we go.
You gotta get
Updated
the best
things.
detectives.
I updated the things, Sky.
Okay. Let's see if it actually saved. If not, I'll be very mad.
Hey, look at that game.
Look at that game.
Look at it.
I am going to take my leave and get my dinner, so y'all have fun.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, Phantom. you have no rights after you told me you made a feet loaf.
What we... What's
What
Sky,
the
did-
Feet loaf?
It was
Wait,
like
why are you
sick.
making feet loaves? What the hell's wrong with you?
It was a Halloween thing when I was like 6 or 7 years old because it was a recipe in one of those supermarket magazines.
Oh my god.
My food is
Yeah.
coming.
You remember the ones where it's like those Halloween recipes and like a short little recipe booklet you get at the checkout counter?
Also, Sky, real quick.
Were you just talking about saving like your local recording?
No. I'm gonna.
Meatloaf. It's just a meatloaf that looks like a foot. That's all it is. It's a meatloaf.
Is it Apollo Justice Ace Attorney? Or is it Ace
Visual-
Attorney Apollo Justice?
Oh right.
Mr.
Apollo
Correction.
just. Oh, Apollo Justice State's Attorney. I know what you're doing now. Never mind. Also, as it turns out, I can highlight a stream while it's broadcasting, which is very.
Are we
convenient.
going live just here? Or
I'm gonna split the VOD.
Oh, fuck. You're right. I have to actually restart anyway.
oh, okay.
Give me 1
Why?
second. I totally forgot. Guys, I will be right back. Give me